Hello students and welcome to this channel Be Mathaholic. Now today I have come up with chapter 4 of NCERT class 11th and the name of the chapter is Principle of Mathematical Induction. As you know, this is one of the smallest chapter of the book and it indicates only the questions based on the principles which you have to solve. There is not much topics or articles which are being discussed in this. Only one principle which is solving different patterns of questions. Okay, so now let us first see what this chapter's name and why is this being given. Principle means certain rule which is given to anything. I mean कोई भी principle दिया जाता है किसी भी चीज़ के लिए. Mathematical means related to mathematics and of course induction. Now what this name induction, why this has been given? So for this I am going to describe this in an elaborate it to you and why this has been given as mathematical induction वो मैं आपको समझाऊंगी अभी. तो चलो शुरू करते हैं principle of mathematical induction. Now in this at first let us see what two things we are going to discuss in this. The first thing is deduction, another is induction. So I am going to describe it to you as to what is the difference between deduction and induction. So let's see and then we'll talk about the principle. Okay, so let's start with this. Now as you know, all of you children, that why this human being is superior to animal, or why human beings are superior to animal. I am just asking you one question to everyone. Why human beings are superior when we are comparing it with animals? So the same simple answer to this is that human beings or humans have ability to reason. What do the humans do? They have the reasoning capacity or they have the ability to reason. उनकी thinking capacity बहुत ज़्यादा होती है as compared to animals. That's why they are superior to animals. Okay, now this thinking capacity or this ability to reason is actually nothing but what is we call it as a method of reasoning. Okay, now this reasoning is further divided into two parts. The first one is known as deduction and the other one is known as induction. Now this is the way two types of reasoning methods. One is deduction, another is induction. Now you must have faced certain competitive exams in which you must have found certain pattern of questions which are related to deduction and induction methods, but as such you might not be knowing what it is. So let's understand what these two things are. So first thing which I am going to explain it to you is deduction. Okay, अब deduction क्या होता है? Now deduction is first is deduction. Now what is this? Deduction is anything or any experiment which goes from general to specific, or you can say it goes from general to particular. You can call it as particular. अब इसको कैसे समझेंगे? इससे क्या समझ में आया आपको? That why what is deduction? General to something particular we come across. So I am going to explain it to you through one example. I am taking one example. Suppose you have certain statements, I am giving it to you, and the first statement says all humans are mortal. The first statement says all humans are mortal and Ria is a human. Okay, now looking into both these statements, what do? We come to the conclusion that since Ria is human and all humans are mortal, so we come to certain conclusion and that says that Ria is mortal. Okay, so when we are studying here, something general things are coming up to you and we reach to something specific. Out of reading these two statements, we have reached to something specific. That's why we call such type of statement is considered as a method of reasoning, which is called as the method of deduction. Deduction word has used from the word deduce. Deduce means to take out something from the things given to us. So हमने क्या deduce किया यहाँ से? That Riya is mortal. This is one example. Now this is an example of verbal reasonings. You must be facing these type of questions in your competitive exams. So this is known as deductive reasoning. Now let's come to what is induction or inductive reasoning or induction in general. So next is induction. Okay, now what this induction is, so this induction says that it is just reverse of that. I mean, from here you reach from something specific and you come out to something general. मतलब इसका उल्टा होता है, हमको specific चीजें हमारे सामने होती हैं and we reach out to certain general thing. From specific to general we come across. Okay, example, let's see with examples. Some example I will be taking it as that if suppose your teacher is there and some male teacher is there, and if the teacher, suppose I can say is as Ram sir is wearing a tie in the 2 classes, so he will wear a tie in the next class also. Now this is a simple example which you can understand it very easily. Now what does it trying to say? That something is given to you, theoretical दिया हुआ है आपको कि Ram sir is wearing a tie in the previous 2 classes. 2 classes हो गई हैं in which some sir is wearing a tie, so definitely in the 3rd class also he is going to wear the tie. So there is nothing much in this. So some specific is given to you and we have come out to certain conclusion which is a general conclusion. Okay, so this process is known as method of induction. Okay, now why this chapter has been given this name, children? Why not deduction? Why induction? Because in this chapter, that is principle of mathematical induction, in this chapter you will be given all things which are already being proven things are given to you, or you can say some certain sort of statements will be given to you. What you will be given? You will be given certain mathematical statements, okay, and certain mathematical statements will be given to you and you will be proving those statements to be valid for other general purpose or other general numbers also. So using this principle of mathematical induction, there is a certain rules which you will be using them, and the particular statements which will be given to you, you will be making them used and you will be proving by using the principle. अब वो क्या statements हैं उनको हम पढ़ते हैं. और एक example हम general induction का ऐसा भी ले सकते हैं कि आपको काफ़ी सारी books, अगर आपने किसी एक row में काफ़ी सारी books आपने जमा रखी हैं, and if you will push one book, if some books are being arranged in a proper column or row, you can say, and if you push one book, then definitely the other books are going to fall with the first book. As the first book falls, the other books are going to fall. So definitely if we are pushing only one book, but what will be the effect of that? The other books also are going to fall in the same manner. So this is one of the example which I have quoted. Now let's come to the point and study what actually the principle says. So let's see what is the principle behind this. So principle of mathematical induction, in short we will be always calling it as PMI, right? Remember this. Now this principle is defined, please remember this principle is defined for all natural numbers. Now all of you know this, or positive integers or natural numbers, right? This natural number is denoted by n. So here we will be using 2n, that is n small n, that is we will be calling it as for all n belongs to n, means for all n which is given to you, because certain statements might be given in terms of n. So n, for all n belongs to capital N, we are going to discuss this principle. So it is for all natural numbers. Fine. Now the first rule is, whatever statement is given to you, at first you are going to depict that particular statement with Pn. Remember this. that you are going to depict the statements with P bracket n. Now P stands for principal and small n denotes the number of in fact till nth term any statement might be given to you, where small n is belonging to natural number. Okay, now see what will be the statement of the principal. तो हम देखते हैं इसका statement क्या कहता है. So the first says that for n equals to 1, P1 is true. Remember this? Now this is a fact that n, if we put in a particular statement n as 1, then that particular statement should prove out to be true. Means for n equal to 1, as we said n belongs to natural number, so we will begin with 1. Now it might so that for certain questions you will get n greater than or equal to 2, means you will have to put the value equal to 2 or more than 2, then that particular statement might not satisfy for 1, so it will satisfy for 2 and higher values. So it will be given to you in the particular question. ये दिया जाएगा आपको, तो पर अगर नहीं दिया है तो आप उसको शुरुआत करेंगे n equal to 1 से लेकर. Okay, so for n equal to 1, let P1 is true. Now let's take the second statement. It says for n equals to k, let Pk be true. Now what does this mean? Here what is k? Children, I have taken k. Here please see that k is a positive integer. What is k? It is a positive integer, right? Again a positive integer, you can say it in the same way natural number we are assuming. Now this statement we are assuming it to be, this is an assumption, we are considering it a true statement. So this statement in general will be called as a hypothetical statement. इसको हम क्या मान के चल रहे हैं? एक hypothetical statement मान के चल रहे हैं, and we are assuming it to be a true statement already. That is, when in a particular statement we are proving n equal to k, if we are substituting, then that statement we are assuming it to be true. So this is an hypothetical statement. Now let's come to the third one. It says for n equals to k plus 1, p k plus 1 should be true. That means what, children? That when pk, after putting this and assuming it to be a true statement, we have to make use of this statement, that is n equal to k. pk का हम use करेंगे and we'll prove that n equal to k plus 1 के लिए भी वो value true रहेगी. k के लिए true है तो k plus 1 के लिए भी वो true होगी, right, where k is a positive integer. So without wasting time, let's take one example. I'm going to take one example to prove this question to you, and then we'll deal with some other questions of NCERT book, which are given in a very nice manner, and all questions are distinct, although there is only one exercise, but different. There are so many questions in that exercise, and all are very good and distinct questions. Okay, so let's see how this principle works for different pattern of questions. Now I begin with a known series, which you are knowing it already. That series says that I am going to take sum of n natural numbers. सबको पता है, you have studied the arithmetic progression last year in 10th standard. So sum of first n natural number is given by n plus 1 by 2. Okay, now all of you know this. Now I'm going to depict this with p n colon. Now what does this means? Now see, this is the question will come to you. For all n belongs to n, using PMI, prove that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 up till n is equal to n plus 1 by 2. Now the statement which is given to you, you will be asked to find the validity of the statement by using this principle. Okay, so let's see what this principle is being used and how this statement is correct. Okay, हम prove करेंगे इसको. तो सबसे पहले, as I said, denote a particular statement with pn colon, and then you are going to write the statement. Now the principle says, first thing is for n equals to 1. तो n equal to 1 हम कहाँ रखेंगे? n equal to 1 मतलब फर्स्ट टर्म यहाँ पर हम रख के देखते हैं. तो आपका P1 जो है वो ट्रू होना चाहिए. मीन्स LHS RHS should be equal. So LHS will contain the term 1 and RHS will be having 1 into 1 plus 1 upon 2. तो जब सॉल्व करेंगे तो what you will have? 1 into 2 upon 2, that means 1 equals to 1. So as you can see, the LHS and RHS are same, so we can say P1 is true. दोनों पार्ट इक्वल हो गए तो हम कह सकते हैं P1 is true. Okay, Now second what does it says? For n equals to k, let pk be true. Okay, for n equals to k, let pk be true. So अभी कैसे होगा pk be true? So हम क्या करेंगे, let us put this equation as expression as pk colon 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 and dash 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 plus k. What I am doing, I am substituting k in terms of, in place of n. Okay, make it equation 1. Now this is the hypothetical statement. Hypothetical statement. Okay, now see, as you can see here कि यहाँ पर जो स्टेटमेंट है उसको मैंने के से रिप्लेस किया है. अब आपको सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात इस चैप्टर में ध्यान रखनी है कि वॉट एवर सीरीज विल बी गिवन टू यू, यू विल हैव टू केयरफुली एग्जामिन द सीरीज एज टू वॉट such series are increasing and in what pattern the series are being given to you. As you can see in this particular series, every term is increasing by 1. So all of you can answer this, that after n what will be the term which will come? It will be n plus 1. यहाँ पर n के बाद क्या टर्म आएगी? n plus 1, है ना, क्योंकि ये एक एक टर्म से बढ़ रहा है, एक एक नंबर से बढ़ रहा है. ऐसी भी सीरीज होती है जो 2-2 से बढ़ती है, तो इसके बाद वाली टर्म +2 हो जाएगी. 3 से बढ़ रही होगी तो +3 हो जाएगी, कम हो रही है तो कम हो जाएगी. सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर टू ऑब्जर्व द सीरीज विच इज गिवन टू यू. ओके, सो लेट्स सी नाउ नेक्स्ट हाउ टू प्रूव दिस. नाउ व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, अब इसमें मेन अब पार्ट शुरू होता है एक्चुअल सोल्यूशन का. जब आपको देखना है कि इसका यूज करके, दैट इज n इक्वल टू k, और pk का यूज करके हम क्या बताएंगे, दैट इट इज ट्रू फॉर k plus 1 ऑल्सो. ओके, सो लेट्स सी. I have put this as equation 1, so I am going to rewrite this again and just see what it is. This is given to us 5 plus 6 dot 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 plus k equal to k plus 1 over 2. Okay, now since this series is increasing by 1 children, what I am going to do is, in this particular series I am going to adding k plus 1 both sides in equation 1. हमने क्या किया, इक्वेशन 1 में k plus 1 ऐड कर दिया दोनों जगह. तो देखो सीक्वेंस हमारी क्या बन जाएगी, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dash 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 plus k plus 1. ये आपका LHS है, ये वाले में हमने k plus 1 को ऐड किया, equals to k plus 1 by 2 plus k plus 1. What I have done, equation 1 I have added k plus 1 both the sides. Now see, you don't have to do anything for LHS because LHS is already proving it, the sequence to be, the series to be equal to k plus 1. So need not to do anything for this. इसको ऐसे कैसे चलने देते हैं. और यहाँ पर हमको मेन जो आपको सोल्यूशन होगा हर क्वेश्चन में वो होगा RHS, which you have to solve this, okay, to prove it to be equal to k plus 1. So in this, please see to it that you do not multiply all the time all the factors. You have to take the factors common. Most of the questions are solved by taking the factors common. So in this also, what do you see in this, that k plus 1 is same, so I am taking k plus 1 common in this. तो ये k plus 1 common ले लिया, अंदर क्या बचेगा देखो, k by 2 plus 1. okay, ये as it is, ये statement continue चलेगा. I am not writing it, it is same which is following it. LHS सेम है आपका k plus 1, और अंदर आपने LCM ले लिया 2, ऊपर आ गया k plus 2. ओके, और ये आपका बन गया k plus 1 k plus 2 अपॉन 2. अब देखो बच्चों, यहाँ पर 1 plus 2 plus 3 मैं एक बार लिख देती हूँ ताकि आपको समझ में आएगा, प्लस k plus 1 इक्वल टू k plus 1 k plus 2 अपॉन 2. नाउ दिस k plus 2, I may write this k plus 2 as k plus 1 बार लगा देते हैं ताकि वो एक टर्म शो करे. What do you mean by this? I have splitted this 2 as 1 plus 1. Now what does this mean? We know that the sum of natural number is what? n plus 1 by 2. अब ये देखो, ये पूरी सीक्वेंस जो सीरीज आपको यहाँ पर ये पूरी सीरीज दिख रही है ना, कि ये n की जगह k plus 1 आ गया अपने आप, जहाँ जहाँ n था. That means if we are using this as a true statement or hypothetical statement which we are assuming it to be true, we have made this statement true and we are making use of this and we have proved कि ये जो है k plus 1 के लिए भी ये statement valid होगा. आप देख सकते हो क्वेश्चन में हमारे पास क्या था, RHS n plus 1 by 2. दिस वॉज द RHS, हमारे पास ये था. तो RHS n के लिए ट्रू था, अब n+1 के लिए तो देखो ये फॉर्म आ गया, n की जगह k+1 आ गया, यहाँ भी n की जगह k+1 आ गया. ओके, सो द स्टेटमेंट ऑटोमेटिकली विल कम आउट इन दिस फॉर्म. सो इन द एंड वी कैन से दैट p k+1 is also true. All right, this is the proof of this question. So the entire focus depends upon this part, that is for proving the things to be k+1. सारा फोकस आपका कहाँ जाएगा? इस पार्ट को प्रूव करने में कि ये k+1 के लिए भी वैलिड होगा. ओके, अब मैं एक क्वेश्चन और लेती हूँ आपके सामने ताकि थोड़ा सा आपको प्रैक्टिस हो जाए. थोड़ा डिफरेंट पैटर्न का क्वेश्चन है, बड़ा भी होगा वो, बट आई विल टेक दैट क्वेश्चन इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. See now, prove the following by using the principle of mathematical induction for all n belongs to n. This is the pattern of question which you will face in the exam or anywhere. Now the series given is this. हर series को आपको पहचानना है properly. 1 plus 3 plus 3 square 3n minus 1 equal to this is given to us. So let's start this. So at first you write pn colon 1 plus 3 square plus 3n minus 1 equals to 3 raised to the power n minus 1 upon 2. Okay, now in this see to it ki that all of you must have, I am just going to repeat this for you. As you can see, this is 1 is nothing but this is 3 raised to the power 0. Okay, so you can now understand the sequence and the series very easily. That is 3 raised to the power 0, 3 raised to the power 1, 3 raised to the power 2 and so on. What do you see, children? That the base is same but the power is increasing by 1, beginning with 0. That's why it is n minus 1. So I think you will be able to tell me what the next term is. So this is the term which we are going to add for the next k+1. So सबसे पहले हम देख लेते हैं p1 के लिए क्या होगा. तो p1 के लिए ये क्या होगा? p1 के लिए आपको देख लो 3 to the power 1 minus 1 LHS हो गया और RHS हो गया ये. तो आपके पास मिल गया आपको ये मैं नेक्स्ट स्टेप है इधर लिख रही हूँ. 3 to the power 1 minus 1 is 0. So 3 to the power 0 यहाँ आ गया और ये हो गया 2 upon 2. So आपके पास क्या मिल गया? 3 any number with power 0 is 1 and this is also 1. So LHS RHS both are same. So the statement P1 is true. Okay, this is done. Now check this for K. हम K के लिए वैल्यू रख देंगे और उसको ट्रू मानेंगे. For K we have 1 plus 3 square plus dash 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 3 raised to the power k minus 1 equals to 3 raised to the power k minus 1 whole upon 2. This is equation 1. Let it be true. ये लिखना पड़ेगा सबको कि सपोज हमने ये k के लिए ट्रू माना है. ओके, अब देखो बच्चों ये सारी सीरीज ये 3 की पावर k माइनस 1. सो एवरी टर्म बेस इज 3. ये बेस क्या है सबका? 3 है और हर टर्म बढ़ते जा रही है. पावर जो है वो 1 टर्म से बढ़ रही है. तो नेक्स्ट टर्म क्या होगी? 3 to the power k minus 1 plus 1. ओके, नेक्स्ट टर्म विल बी 3 to the power k minus 1 plus 1. ओके, सो 1 से 1 कैंसल. इसकी अगली टर्म क्या होगी? 3 to the power k minus 1 की 3 to the power k. सो अब क्या करेंगे आप? एडिंग 3 to the power k both sides of equation 1. Right? So let's see what this equation take the shape now. So after adding this we see that this equation takes the form 3 to the power 0, 3 to the power 1 up till 3 to the power k minus 1 plus 3 raised to k. इसका RHS होगा 3 raised to k minus 1 upon 2 plus 3 to the power k. What we have done? We have added it to both the sides. तो हमने क्या किया? n की जगह हमने क्या किया? k plus 3 to the power k को add किया. Now this will take the form LHS as it is ले लीजिए क्योंकि ये ऑलरेडी k plus 1 के लिए हो गया है. क्यों k plus 1 के लिए? बिकॉज इसको हम लिख सकते हैं k plus 1 minus 1. ओके, सो this RHS is something you have to solve. So I am taking the LCM for this. It will take the form 3 raised to the power k minus 1 into 2 times 3 to the power k. Now please remember, all of you to please remember one thing, that 2 into 3 to the power k is not equal to 6 to the power k. बहुत से बच्चे गलती करते हैं, ये बिल्कुल भी इसके बराबर कभी मत करना. ओके, ठीक है. ये एक तरह से 3 to the power k को x मान लो तो ये 2x है. ओके, तो 2x और ये x कितना होता है? 3x होता है. फाइन. तो दिस शुड नॉट बी रिटन डाउन एज इट इज. ये गलत है तो इसको मत करना इस तरह. So 2 into 3 raised to the power k plus 3 raised to the power k will become 3 times 3 to the power k. Okay, this is 1 times and this is 2 times. So 3 times 3 to the power k minus 1 upon 2. This will remain as it is, or you can say 1 plus 3 square plus 3 to the power k minus 1 plus 3 to the power k is equal to, now see, base is same, powers are added. Laws of indices हम जानते हैं, base same हो, multiply का sign हो तो powers add होते हैं. So 3 to the power k plus 1 minus 1 upon 2. As you can see, the question actual was this, 3 to the power, what was the question in the RHS? That it should be valid for k plus 1 also. So when n is k, we have taken it in this form, and using this equation we have proved n हम क्या ले आए, k plus 1 ले आए. So for the entire expression you can say this statement is also valid for p k plus 1 also. Alright, so this is how you are going to solve these type of questions. Okay बच्चों, so in my next video I'm going to deal with some other questions of NCERT of all different patterns we are going to discuss. Right now it's bye from my side. Take care and revise the chapter. Thank you.